Hi everybody, today we are looking at capacitors. In a capacitor we have an arrangement of two conductors, conductors A and B. A is charged to plus Q charge, a positive charge. B is charged to minus Q charge. Okay, so this is an arrangement of a capacitor. Two conductors, one charged to plus Q, the other charged to minus Q. And we know in the case of a conductor, charged conductor, potential is constant over a conductor. So potential over this is V plus, potential over this is V minus. V plus and V minus are the potentials of conductors A and B. So what is the potential difference? Potential difference is V plus minus V minus. This is also equal to minus of integral E dot dl. What is E? E is the electric field in between the conductor plus Q and minus Q. So we take the line integral of the electric field, and this will give you the potential difference. Now we don't know, or we cannot calculate the electric field E exactly in between these two, but one thing we know, this much we do know, that E is proportional to Q. So by Coulomb's law, the electric field is proportional to the charge. Okay. Since the electric field is proportional to Q, since this is proportional to Q, the V, the potential difference between the two conductors, V plus minus, V minus, V, that is proportional to Q. Okay, so we can say that V is proportional to Q, or Q is proportional to V, and we have Q equal to CV, where C is the constant of proportionality, okay, which is called the capacitance. So this is the constant of proportionality, the capacitance. And capacitance is a purely geometric quantity. It is determined by the size, shape, and separation of the two conductors. The size, the shape, the separation between the two conductors, on which the capacitance depends. Capacitance is measured in farads. We all know it's measured in farads. The farad is actually a huge quantity. 1 farad is a huge one. So the practical unit is microfarad, which is 10 raised to minus 6 farad, and picofarad, which is 10 raised to minus 12 farad. Now let's look at the most commonly used one, the parallel plate capacitor. Parallel plate capacitor consists of two plates, conducting plates, separated by a small distance d. Okay, the plates are separated, or in between the two plates, two conductors, we may have air, insulating medium like air, paper, mica, glass, etc. Okay, there can be air, paper, mica, or glass, etc. One of the plate is insulated, so this plate is insulated, and the other one is connected to earth, or it is grounded. So what happens is, when you give a plus Q charge onto this plate, insulated plate, if you give a charge, plus Q charge, it will induce a minus Q charge on the near side. Okay, nearer face of the plate. So on the nearer face, it will induce a minus Q charge that we have seen. And on the farther side, on the farther face of the plate, a plus Q charge will appear, because this plate was initially having zero charge. So when minus q charge gets induced on this face, on the nearer face, plus q charge will be induced on the farther face. But this plus q charge is free. Minus q charge, that is attracted by this plus q charge, but this charge, plus q charge on the farther face is free, and when it is ground, since it is grounded, it will flow into earth. So we have plus q charge here, minus q charge here. Okay, now there will be an electric field in between. There will be an electric field in between. Due to this plus q and minus q charge, there will be an electric field. That electric field is given by sigma by epsilon 0. What is sigma? Sigma is the surface charge density. Sigma is the surface charge density, which is q by a, charge by a. A is the area, surface area of the plates. So we have the electric field in between as sigma by epsilon 0. So how do we find the potential difference between the two plates? By using our equation, minus of integral minus to plus. Here what that means is from a negatively charged plate to positively charged plate to the electric, this is the electric field, dl. Since this is a constant, electric field is a constant, which is sigma by epsilon 0, it is from the directions from plus to minus. But here we are moving from minus plate to plus plate. Okay, so minus minus will appear here because we are moving against the electric field. So this minus get cancelled. So sigma by epsilon 0 dl, that is the distance between the plates, that is d. So sigma by epsilon 0 into d, and we know this sigma is q by a. Sigma is q by a. So q by a, epsilon 0 into d. So q equal to epsilon 0 a over d into v. And we know the capacitance is given by the C is equal, so Q is equal to CV. So C is equal to Q by V. C is equal to Q by V. So Q by V. Okay, Q by V is epsilon 0 A by D. V is equal to QD by epsilon 0. Q is equal to epsilon 0 A upon D into V. So this is the capacitance. The capacitance is equal to epsilon 0 A by D. So when this is when the medium between the two plates is air. If we have a dielectric medium of relative permittivity, epsilon r equal to K, in between the plates, the capacitance will be K into C. K is epsilon r, epsilon 0, epsilon r, A, capital A by D. So this is the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor having some dielectric medium in between them.